Hello guys, I'm Nikita Butoma. It is my first lecture to you after the coronavirus illness, and I would like to tell you about what I am thinking about, if God loves us or not. This is a central question. This is very important for all who believes in God, and all who believes in God permanently or repeatedly asked himself if the God help me, if the God loves me or not. Let's agree firstly that the God exists. It's a point in which we are needed to be agreed, or this is no point to be speaking of. So the God exists, and if he or maybe she, if he loves us or not. When we spell the word love, we consider the love of our mother, don't we? And we consider that the God should express his love as our mother express her love to us. But what does it mean to us, the mother's love? How did mother teach us that she is loving us? We didn't understand that our mother loves us, but our mother teach us to recognize her love. How? We did compare her expression of doing, of acting to us with the acting of other people. So she kissed us, she spelled a murmuring word to us, and other people did not doing that. So we recognized, not somehow, but from time to time we starting to recognize that mother feeling a special feeling from us. He is feeling the special way of feeling. He is feeling love. He loves us. And we value that love because that love gives us preferences, give us some bonus which will express it in such gifts. So there is a environment, there is nature outside us. The nature is dangerous to us, and we try to avoid this dangerous, not to teach how to act with the dangerous, but to avoid. It's how we slice the card in card game to us. The needing card is a cheating, yeah? It's a cheating when we try to use the mother's love to give to ourselves such a preferences, such as to give us food, or try to stand us up, or try to give us a thing we needed, not to try to help us to reach that thing, no, to give us to bring it to us. Yes? Is it a love? Does God love us such a way? So the point is, we are needing from God the love we are feeling from Mother. To grow up and becoming grow, we are needed replacing God in that, replacing Mother from her position, which she was standing at, to God. So we need a mother, we need a parent. Is that clear, that we need a parent? And another question, is the parent good for us? Or maybe it is not good for us. So we are alone in that dangerous space. We are alone and naked, and the space or environment is dangerous, and we are trying to get a protector, preferably from above, which seeing all we are acting and we are doing, and protect us from doing what? From doing the wrong thing. What is the wrong thing? What is the wrong thing? I am saying. So, let's say the God loves us. What does it mean? Or maybe I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if the God loves us or not. What would His love express? What would His love look like if it exists? Let's agree that God exists. Let's agree further that His love exists, at directly pointing at us, at each of us. Directly pointing at each of us personally. Yes? So I am a person, and I somehow get His love, and in what form? What would it look like? In what form would it be expressed? I don't know. Is it a lucky? Is it a fortune? When we get a fortune, when we were lucky, a man or woman, they one saying that okay, the God loves us. Or maybe when we avoiding an unhappy event, maybe stalking with the car, maybe getting into the car, maybe illness. But when we avoid the unhappy events, we don't know we have avoiding. Yeah, because we are avoiding it. We have avoiding it, and that event have passed along our life. Don't touch our life. Don't invite. Don't get an happy event. So we don't know we have avoided unhappy event, and we take our life without unhappy event as granted, and we don't think that God loves us, so we have avoided the happy event. So let's see, this is God, this is us, and this is a space between God and us, and we don't know what kind of space is it. So the God feeling love to us, yeah? And we accepting this love, and the space transferring this love. The first question: what would that love look like? What would this love of God look like? We do know that. We needed to know that. We needed what kind of love. For example, in one book, it was described the loves of God, and I apologize for that comparing, for that saying. I don't know that the God love looks like that describing like, but it was described. The God like was described as was written. Imagine the hot water is throwing into your back from above. It's like this. It's a crab, of course, but it's example which saying what does that love look like. It is murmuring, it is spelling, it is keeping us in shyness, in maybe it's feeling inside us, a feeling of God's love inside us, in feeling what here in our heart, in our stomach, where. So the problem is to recognize that we are feeling. It's what are we feeling is God's love and nothing else. The secondary question, the secondary problem is our organs and our points of accepting this love. Our points will be not fit to accepting that love. They would be adjusted wrong, because we are living in outer space and modern world, and we adjust our feelings to this world, and the world where the God exists is quite different from our, quite different from our living world. So we do not adjusting our feelings to accepting, and that is the problem. If we yet get the feeling of love, or feeling of God's love inside us, we may not be recognize it as a love. And the third question is the space. Maybe the God's love transferring from the God to us is changing not his nature, but his likeness. Maybe it changed in a way and becoming a shape of something else, because the God is existing in the space with presumably, I don't know, no shapes or with other shapes, and to become a shape in our three-dimensional world, the feeling of God, the love of God, is needed to transfer into other shape. So the problem. And let's remember that in what I believe in, we were created as a slave species of God, but we were created by two gods, one God and one goddess. The God of Enki, the great Lord of Enki, as our patron, as our parent, father parent. And the secondary, the Ninhursag, the great goddess which were created us as personally as instrumental dealer, with instrumental person. This person with knives and special surgical instruments, which is were involved in the process of creating us. So they were two persons who were involved in our creating, and that person keeps a special thoughts and a special expectation about what they are doing. And this was a different expectation. The Lord Enki, it was an interesting task, a challenging task for him. He keeps no special feelings of love about us, but he was and he is valued us as a result, as a successful result of the experiment. So it's a feeling to us like feeling us to this gadget. Yeah, we value it because it's special, it's well shaped, it's forged. Yeah. And the Mother Ninhursag, who were involving, who were doing our creation in the middle of this process, he was named Mummy after that creation, because all mankind consider that she was our mummy, and we name our mother's spell Mummy in honor of her. And her feeling to us is quite different than feeling of Lord Enki, and maybe she loves us as the mother who produces a child. So that is the question about the God's love. And now I'm stopping and let you and me thinking about it further. Goodbye. Thank you.